Hello, beautiful people. Good afternoon, wherever you're watching us from. Welcome to today's episode on the Monthly Inclusion Manifest with Emmanuel, the talk show that speaks on marginalization, the trends, opportunities, and of course, the growth of the Afro Caribbeans in Canada. Today's episode, we will be talking about the challenges and the ethics in the entertainment industry in Canada. And joining us live today is no other person but Yeri, the artist. This guy have dedicated most of his time, trying to change the surface of music industry, both here in Canada and across the world. And I am Emmanuel Iboke. I will be your humble host on this beautiful episode of the program. On today's episode, it is promising to be fun, exciting, and of course, rich for those Canadians who have interest in the entertainment industry, most especially in the music industry. And right now, allow me to introduce no other person but Yeri. But for the meantime, keep streaming, keep going through all our platforms. This will be streaming on our Facebook, Twitter, YouTube platforms. Invite your friends, share, and I will see you shortly. Hello, Yeri. How are you doing?
I'm good. How you doing today, Emmanuel?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm blessed. How is the summer going?
It's pretty good. We're just out here still grinding, summer vibes. You get me?
Exactly. Are you enjoying the summer weather?
Definitely, but sometimes it gets too hot. But I mean, we're outside still, at least.
Exactly, exactly. And that's exactly the problem. When it gets too hot, we wish, spring or winter can come back.
Like it's like and then when it's winter or spring, it's like, oh no, it's too cold outside. Everyone is just kitted
I,
off with just
I,
all this material.
I definitely feel that. I definitely feel that. All right. Thanks for joining us live on studio today.
Yeah.
I already know who you are, but for the sake of those watching us live, can you please tell us about yourself?
Oh yeah, hi everyone. I go by the name of Yeri on the microphone. I'm a recording and performing artist. Between Toronto and Winnipeg, basically, but I'm based in Toronto still. Yeah. Um, I'm more familiar with the genres of Afro beats, pop, and drill music, hip hop, and I also have my own sound I call Afro chill. Yeah.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. And can you tell us a little bit about the kind of music that you make and what message it's passing across to the people listening to it?
Honestly, as part of like the type of music I make, like for me, like the music is like, I mean, a lot of people see music as different things, right? For me, it's more like a lifestyle, right? Because
Right.
mainly my music like revolves around my environment and things. So like, basically for me, it's like sometimes what I'm dropping at a certain time depends on like what I'm feeling at the point in time, basically. So it's just like, oh yeah, I'm very key about my environment and what I create. So I'm trying to make people understand that yeah, I'm basically making different sounds. And like I don't try to limit myself though. Like I know what my sound is, but like I try to explore. So I want people to understand that yeah, there's different times in life, different situations, and like my music could be for different times. So there's more of real life, and I tend to put a little bit of fiction. Like I don't know if that's right in music, but that's just my own idea, my own world, and that's just how I make it be.
Awesome. That's really beautiful. You passing that message across to us. And now back to you. What does it mean to you, like music itself, when you hear the word music? What
Mm.
exactly does that mean to you?
You know how they say like culture is a way of life for people.
Right.
I feel like they can actually see music as a way of life, basically, because you understand this thing like yeah in society that like no matter our differences, there's one
Hmm.
thing like there's a way that music has a way of bringing people together, be it gospel music, worldly music, whatever music you're making, but it brings people together. Like
True.
you understand that like okay, see like this person is from this country, different places, but whatever they are, like wherever they're from, music brings them together. Like you're feeling the vibe, and it's just like yo, it's actually a powerful thing.
Awesome, awesome. That's really, really beautiful. And if you don't mind sharing with us, when you talk about music industry, is there, or like which artist are you looking up to, like when you look at it's a large industry, we all know this. So which artist are you looking up to, like, okay, I really want to be like this artist, or maybe this artist inspires me a lot, like which artist would that be and
Um,
why?
Actually, for me, honestly, I'd say Burner Boy, man, because Burner Boy is actually like heavy. Like basically, I've been on Burner Boy since Best of Burn series, and like Burner Boy for me, yeah, Burner Boy has the vibe. We Nigerians, we like to turn up, we like to party, and like the whole
Absolutely.
part, definitely. I'm like, I understand Burner Boy gives us that vibe. I'm mostly like, I focus more on like what he's saying on the lyrics. And like, the thing about coded language, like if you understand certain codes, you'll be able to break them down. And like that's why I'm key on him because like for me I go about energy. I go based off energy too. Like I'm chill, all that. And like Burner Boy too is like that. And like I kind of understand like, oh yeah, this thing I relate to his music so much because he just talks about also the different times and like he's just a great guy, man.
That's really awesome. Burna Boy is definitely a great guy. And if you don't mind, can you sing one of this artist song, one of Burna Boy's songs, so we can vibe a little bit?
Let's go. I don't
All
charge
right.
no energy, I don't get time for no enemy.
Let me.
We get money to
Eh,
you.
eh, eh.
Ew.
That's
Ew.
really beautiful. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. And
Yeah.
can you be able to tell us how your career in the music industry have encouraged diversity and inclusion, in the essence that I mean, when we talk about diversity, does your music have anything to include the Caribbean? Does it have Jamaican? Does it have Ghana? Like different Africans, clubs in Africa, different countries in Africa, and as well different countries around the world. Like how diversity is your music?
Like I mean, like I look on my like stats, like I basically like focus on like key on especially like mostly like Apple Music, Spotify, and all that. Like I mean, I do see the numbers and like basic, especially Canada too is like basically like the top too, and like the UK and couple of that, and like I mean, working around with like couple guys. And like I mean, so far I haven't dropped in a long time, but like especially with the new stuff, like I feel like with the new music I'm about to drop, like it's gonna be more like diversity in what I'm doing, and like you basically understand like how versatile I am, like trying different styles besides what I'm used to. So basically, I know that yeah, it's gonna be hitting hard, and it has already crossed, but it's gonna go harder still.
Absolutely, I believe you on that. I do believe you. And when it comes to Canada as a whole, do you think that the industry in Canada is actually helping when it comes to this diversity? Like, do you think that they're actually, helping artists from different countries to, put things together, or are there like specific region of people that they're just, supporting?
I mean, like at some point there, like not really like that, yeah, basically. But like, I don't think there's more like Afro beats, like like that in Canada. But like, I know people that are actually trying to push like this. Like I know a few mediums and like people that have also like been a part of their performances. Like people working on industry night life Canada. Like I know these guys are like all that have had chances there, and like basically like yeah, they're actually fighting for that. Like I know people like the likes of Fusi and like Lockstar, they're actually up on like yeah, trying to make this Afro beats in Canada actually go hard. So like yeah, basically like one of those things. But I believe in Afro beats because if you look at like the times from like let's say go back to the 2010s and all that, like imagine and now, like you see it as a whole shift basically. Like a lot of people are actually listening to Afro beats now. Like Afro beats is like hip hop. Like I went to Joey's, I went to STK, and I was hearing Afro beats. I'm like, imagine times like before if you were able to do this. So you see
Sure.
that like there was a great shift.
Shift.
Like everybody wants to learn like pigeon now. Everybody wants to be like Nigerian now.
That's actually true. That's very true. That's very true.
Like,
Uh, 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 yeah, and the fact that we still on this topic, can we also touch base on the DJs and the promoters in Canada here?
mhm.
Do you think that they're actually doing good when it comes to promoting new artists? Do you think the DJs at the club are actually helping, supporting this upcoming artists by vibing their songs at the club? Because those are like places people get to listen to songs and get to know songs. And then for the promoters, do you think that you know they actually engage artists in concerts and all of that? Like, what is your take in it?
I mean, so far so good. Like, I mean, as I mentioned, like I know a couple promoters that are actually doing this thing. Like, I mean, there are a lot of promoters, yeah, but like there are quite a few that I know that yeah, we putting into this thing, and that's why I mentioned like industry nightlife, or started like couple people coming together, like putting the idea together, and like yeah,
Right.
like I know for sure, like industry nightlife, they're trying their best so hard to like yeah push people out there. And for me, I feel like in terms of starting my own music out here in Canada, even before back home, basically it's like yeah, I started off with a promoter still, so I feel like that was how I was able to start getting more shows and everything. So there are certain promoters that are actually pushing hard for artists, but I see just quite a few promoters, and yeah, there are a couple DJs too that actually try to push their guys, especially if they have guys that make music too. But like, yeah, I don't think like I mean culture is that hard, but I know a few people doing that. You
So far, you would say that the DJs and promoters in Canada are doing amazing work.
know, I see like I mean, I'm looking for them to like basically push more, But like that's what I
Right.
mean. Like there are a lot of promoters, but I see few like really taking it down like that. Like it's not everybody that there's a promoter that I see that oh yeah they're actually doing that. But the few promoters like I come across a lot, and I know a few, and like that's why I also mentioned a few that I know onto that.
Right.
You know, a lot of guys too that also do that, but there needs to be more energy in Canada because I feel like Canada hasn't really felt the effect of Afro beats.
All right. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. We will be going on a quick break. So, wherever you are watching us live today, keep streaming, keep sharing, keep inviting your friends, and I will see you shortly. Hello. Welcome back, everybody. Hello, welcome back, everyone. Thank you for staying tuned. We will be going on the second part of this talk show. Are you ready for the second part?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. I just want to quickly confirm with you. I know I've listened to a couple of your songs. Money, baby. Name them, and um, you have a very unique style of singing and all of that. But I also would love to confirm with you, do you rap on a full-time basis?
I mean, yeah, yeah. Basically, I start off like yeah, rap before like all that, but like yeah, I do that.
Okay, can we give something a try?
Absolutely, we can. You have a
Okay.
beat?
I don't have a beat, but I have like four words that I could give you,
Okay,
and you can create your own beat if you want,
okay.
or I don't know how you want to do it.
All right. How
All right,
about
so the words are one is school.
so I can play a beat on my end?
Oh, sure, you can go for it.
Um,
So we have. Are you ready for the words?
okay,
So one is school.
okay.
The second one is
Can you
cool.
hear the beat?
Oh, that's real mad beats
So,
right there. That's sick.
so first word
So
is school.
school. Second one is scoop. The third one is family, and the last one is love.
Okay. So, do you want me to throw one word and then you put the next word?
Uh, I don't know, whichever way you want to do it, but
Yeah,
like
we
give us
can do
something
that. So
really.
we start with school and then we throw the next word. All
All
right.
right, we can
So
do that.
school. Gotta go to school for academics. Yeah, I'm back in the new coop in the loop. Yeah, I got love for my friends and my family. People on views on the low. I need people on the low on the doors. I be putting on the P's on the low. Yeah, get high, get low. I'm feeling alright, low key. New guys, old school, no keys. New guys, old school, no keys. Yeah. Pop a Hennessy, pop a couple juice. Yeah, I'm sipping on the juice and the energy and the high grade. And my people down. Yeah, I'm running on the cheese, get ahead of that. Yeah. And I swear to God, yeah, I'm thankful for the life. See my people in the ground, see my people in the mud, yeah, I'm still right. Yeah, pull up in the coupe like, whoa. See my family, yeah, I'm running back and I'm people like, whoa. I pull up in the coupe and my people gonna tell me then, whoa. Yeah, they telling me this, they telling me that I be up on the coast. I'm on a low, yeah. You want a cool, yeah. You want a scoop, yeah. I'm on a high grade, you want a low grade, whoa. I get energy, niggas coming for the energy. I'm steady sipping on my Hennessy, I'm daily sipping on my Hennessy. Niggas coming for the energy, I'm running back, yeah, I'm running through. I'm just pushing on the holy grail, yeah, my niggas telling me the holy grail.
Yay! You you
Yeah.
you yo, you're giving us a full track here. What? What? This is a full track. Like, when are we going to studio? Like,
Dude, like this is studio still today.
and I actually need to feature in this one. When are we going? When are we going? Like, send
We'll
me
go
the
to the studio
location.
as soon as I pull up.
What? This is sick. This is sick. This is sick. This is really beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. We really appreciate you. So now back to our conversation before we went on break.
Yeah.
I would like to ask you, looking at future, currently right now there's a lot with the pandemic. So many things happened. A lot of big artists gets to notice the upcoming ones through platforms like TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. They're doing videos and all of that. So looking at the future, which artist do you hope one day to collaborate with or work with, or maybe you want the artist to actually recognize your work?
I mean, okay, so we're dealing with one. Yeah, that's a tricky one, but I say, yeah, Burner Boy for sure, man. Burner Boy for sure.
That's still sick. I see the love you have for Bonner Boy. So Bonner Boy, if you're watching us, please reach out to Mr. Yeri. I can't wait to hear the track with you guys. I
Yeah,
can't wait,
real
man. I
split,
can't
man.
wait.
Like Burner is like mad energy.
Okay. And if you have one thing that you would like your fans to remember about you, what would that be and why?
Honestly, like one thing I want my fans to remember, like, okay, so I'm very certain about like, I might be living today, I might not be living tomorrow, right? So like even in that instance, living or not living, I just want my fans to like, listen to my music. As I earlier said, like it's all based off of like vibe. And like I just want them to listen to my music, even if like, yeah, I'm not living today, that yeah, you can actually go back and reflect to me. Even if I'm not there and like, physically, like you can feel my energy too. You feel me? Like you can feel my energy. So like that's why I've taken my time to work on songs that like right now that like any type of mood you're in, like it's just like me having a conversation with people. So it just
Right.
depends on how you feel like. So when I'm going, I just want to make sure that like yeah, I left something down. At least I know that.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And aside from rapping and singing, do you play any instrument?
Nah,
Uh, I feel you. I feel you. But at least you can clap.
I mean clap. I mean I've tried, but like see, I've tried like the instruments, but like I don't think I'm good at them like perfectly. But yeah, I mean drums, but I'd say drums maybe.
Okay, I feel you. So you can play drums?
Yeah.
Yeah, if we bring drums right now, you can play.
They sound like yeah, I could go like for me like there's a rhythm I could go, but like I could play. That's why I'm not an expert, but like I could yeah I could bring up a rhythm definitely.
Okay, if you say
Bring up
so.
a rhythm.
All right. So, what is one biggest challenge that you are facing in the music industry in Canada?
I mean basically like okay, I'd say like mostly like certain type of promos as you said like as I said it's not really hard like that on the promotion. So like okay, certain promotions like okay with the culture and Afrobeat. I mean Afrobeat is coming on now, I'd say, but like most of the time we still have to still go back to that, do that. But like I feel like we just need to more platforms for like promotion of Afrobeats and all that basically down here.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And if you don't mind, can we vibe one of your songs? Like among all the songs you've dropped so far, can you give us one of your favorites so we can vibe a little bit?
Yeah. How about Piper?
All right, sure. Let's do it.
All right. So you want me to play on my end?
Um, if you have the instrument, you can play the instrument and sing. But if you don't have it, you can play and just sing as well.
Okay.
So, or you can just play it and sing. It's okay.
Okay. Let me play Piper. Yeah. This one is with Quado. His waist, neck, backside bigger than a basement. I'm just a talker, it's a statement. If you wanna make it for them, make arrangements. This is Quado, very like amazing guy too. This is like I mean I've had a lot of songs. This is one of my favorites still of all time. Shit and Lisa, and she want this, but she want two more tracks for the Rasta. You're basically like insomnia. Let's go. Let's go. Jeez. Look. See your body from top, you dripping like a queen, shining like gold, making me got lose job, got designer on feet. I just wanna pipe and leave, me happy to pipe and leave. See the girl I band back, she the boss girl, she give me one time, give me two times, she's an island girl. Give me Bobby when she bust that thing, give me like it. I just wanna pipe and leave, leave her one and go. I just wanna pipe and I hit and run, give you with the girl, she gon' run. Put it like a rasta, man, really sweet. Shorty wanna dance, make her give me one time. Shorty wanna go, but you give me free time. You hopping on the bed, it's just sex and stuff. See your body from top, you dripping like a queen, shining like gold, making me get lose guy, got designer on feet. I just wanna pipe and leave, me have it to pipe and leave. See the girl I bang back, she the boss green, she give me one time. Yeah, man.
That's really, really, really beautiful, man. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. And is there any new project that you have on the way that coming that you would like to share with us so we can, anticipate for that?
Yeah, actually, I'm working on my new project. It's called Life of a Nubis. So basically, like, so just like it's basically of a few concepts, which are basically death, growth, reincarnation, and strength. So I don't know if you're like basically into like Egyptian culture more like that, but like I mean, Anubis is the god of death, the underworld, and the afterlife. So basically, it's just like a whole reflection, as I earlier said again. Like my music definitely reflects like the time or space that I'm in, basically, or how I'm feeling. So basically, like the life of Anubis is all about that and all on this four concepts. So like yeah, I'm just working on that coming
That's
soon.
really beautiful. And is there any date yet, or there's nothing yet?
Um, no date yet, but
I'm not
like
trying to put you in the spot, but we want to really anticipate for it.
Yeah, like I mean, just show that like the Life of Anubis is dropping this year still.
This year still.
Yeah, like
Okay.
so anytime in the fourth quarters, but like I just want everybody to kind of like feel the songs before the Life of Anubis. But I'm actually dropping a track like this August, like basically around the 27th of August. It's titled How Can. Um, it's Yeri featuring Ziad. How Can basically is a drill type track, so everybody look forward to that. It's just welcoming you to the life of Anubis.
That's really awesome. So if you're watching us live today, you have heard it all from Yeri. Make sure you're anticipating for this new project that he's really working on. I'm pretty sure that he's putting it all his best in it just so it can come out amazing. So make sure you're looking out for that album. Make sure you're looking out for that project and make sure you're streaming once it drops out there on the platforms. So Yeri, is
Yeah.
there um what is the advice that you would have for like upcoming artists and those watching us live today?
Honestly, like I'll just say to like the people out there and also upcoming artists, like basically just stay true to yourself, man. Like honestly, like yeah, things want to bend you down, but like just stay true to yourself. I mean, like just work on yourself and like just be like the person that you always dreamt to be. Like from everybody had childish that times. Everybody was a child, so be that person that you wanted to be from then. Just stay true to yourself. Moral of the story, and yeah.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. And what is the final words that you would like to share, and maybe your contact information in case anyone watching us live would like to reach out to you for any publication, publicity, or acts.
I mean, like, first and foremost, like I'd say, appreciate the invite to this session. Thank you, Emmanuel, first of all, for like having me here on the session. And like, basically, if anyone wants to contact me, they can reach me on Instagram at Sarah_Yeri, TikTok too. I just post a little bit like there just for the fun too. Twitter to Sarah_Yeri, and yeah, basically catch me there. And if you want my email, like any other contacts, you can find it on my IG page, and we're good.
Thank you so much for joining us on the studio today, Yeri. It
Yeah,
was really absolutely pleasure having you on studio today, and I really, really appreciate you, and I wish you all the very best in your journey in the industry. Thank you once again for joining
thank
us.
you so much for having me here once again.
N-
Appreciate it.
No problem. You're welcome. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching us live today. If you have any question, make sure you leave them at the comment section. I will be going through it and I will be responding to every of your question. And if you know of any guests that you would like me to work with or interview in my next, episode, just drop it and I'll be reaching out to them as well. For the meantime, keep streaming, keep sharing, and don't forget to go to Yeri Instagram page and look out for his work. Go to YouTube, Apple Music, search for him and stream all his music. And I will see you on our next episode. Thank you.